Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Strat-O-Matic Network. We are on the date of April 24 in our 1962 replay. And we have the first of a three-game series. The Kansas City Athletics at the Detroit Tigers. Pitching for Kansas City is Dan Pfister. He has no record. And for the Tigers, it's Don Mossi. He's 1-0 on the season. Let's look at our opening lineups. For Kansas City, it's Hauser at short, Del Greco in center, Lumpy at second, Seaburn at first, Samoli in right field, Ed Charles at third, Windhorn, uncarded from the card viewer in left, Sullivan catching, and Dan Pfister, the pitcher, right-hander, batting ninth. For the Tigers, it's Jake Wood at second base, Billy Bruton in center, Al Kaline in right, Cash at first, Colavito in left, Burrows at third, McAuliffe at short, Dick Brown catching, and pitching and batting ninth, left-hander Don Mossi, and he's 1-0 on the season. Kansas City A's are 5.5 behind the first place Twins. The Tigers are 3 behind. And the Tigers take the field. We're in Tiger Stadium, and Don Mossi is on the mound. Leading it off for Kansas City, Dick Hauser. Mossi, the pitch, 4-9, fly ball center. For Bruton, 1 out. Here's Bobby Del Greco. .311, left-handed ballpark slash. It's a 20 on the 20 die. Right-handed lines it to short. 2 away. And Jerry Lumpy steps in. .411, left-handed, single 1 to 8. It goes through for a base hit. Lumpy on first with 2 outs. Here's Norm Seaburn. Seaburn, left-handed hitter. Here's Mossi now. And the pitch 2-8, left-handed, grounds it back to Mossi. He fields it and throws it to Cash at first, and the side is retired. No runs. The single by Lumpy, and he was left on base. After a half, it's Kansas City 0, and Detroit coming up. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Kathy Harden is here. She's for the Tigers. Here's Dan Pfister now. Right-handed pitcher. Jake Wood leads it off for Detroit. 3-5. Swung on, and that's a drive base hit to left. Wood is on a 1-5 right, 3-5 right-handed. He's 1-19, 1-20 with Pfister. Being held 1-18. He gets the lead 2-5 and 12. Does not get it. Wood being held closely at first with Bruton at the plate. Pitch to Bruton, 4-6 right-handed, left-handed, double 1-3, and it's a fly to center, and Del Greco is under it, 1 away. Now Al Kaline. (3-7) right-handed, pops it up to second, and Lumpy makes the catch, 2 outs. And here's Norm Cash with Wood on first, 2 down. Here's the pitch from Pfister. 3-4. Right-handed ballpark slash. He's a left-handed hitter, 14. Oh, it's caught by the second baseman, Lumpy. A nice catch by Lumpy, and the side is retired. No runs like the Athletics in the top of the first. 1 hit and left on base. Scoreless after 1 here. Here's Don Mossi now. He'll face Gino Cimoli to lead it off. Into his windup, Mossi. The pitch to Cimoli. It's 2-12, left-handed liner to third, caught by Burrows. First out. Here's Ed Charles. One 4 left-handed ballpark slash. That's right-handed 1-10 goes through for Charles. So Charles on first with 1 out. He's 1-19. This is just a placeholder for Gordy Windhorn, who is non-carded. Hello, Rick. And we're using the Card Viewer app for that. But Ed Charles 1-19. Mossi 1-18. Being held 1-16. He gets the lead 4 and 5. Windhorn now. Right-handed hitter. With Charles on first. Here's the pitch, 5-10 right-handed, and he grounds it to short X. McAuliffe 352. Whoa. 17-3, and McAuliffe throws to second to force Charles. It's 2 outs, and Windhorn is on. And here's Haywood Sullivan. The pitch to Sullivan, 5-7 right-handed, grounded to second X. Wood 439, 17-4, he throws him out. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Scoreless, middle of the second now. Pfister on the mound will face Colavito to start it off for Detroit. This is the first of a 3-game series. 2-4 right-handed, ballpark slash, 1-10, lines it to short, 1 out. Now Steve Burrows comes up to the plate. Pfister into his windup. The pitch to Burrows, 6-9, struck him out. First strikeout for Pfister, 2 away. And here comes Dick McAuliffe. 3-8, right-handed. That's hit well by McAuliffe into the gap. A stand-up double for McAuliffe. A 2-out double on a 3-8 right-handed. Dick Brown, the batter. Clutch situation. It's very good coffee demos. That is 2-8 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Hauser, and he throws it to first. The side is retired. No runs. The double by McAuliffe, left on base. We've gone 2. It's scoreless. Oh, that is very good coffee. Here's Mossi now. He'll face Pfister to start it off. Dan Pfister, a 3 WR, steps in. That's 4-4. Right-handed, grounds to third X. Burrows, 433. 8-4, that's going to be an E33 roll. That's 5, and he boots it. A 1-base error by Burrows to put Pfister on. And here comes Dick Hauser, the leadoff hitter. He's the infield staying back. We don't know how much that's going to be. It's a 4. It's bunted up the first base line. Going for it is Cash. 6 not being held A. Defense. You have the choice. Runner -4 and plus fielding. Pfister, I don't believe Pfister has a running rating. Let's see where we get to learn this in some situations. Yes, he's 1-14. -4, 1-10. +3, 1-13. They're going to go for the shore out. That was to first, so he'll take it to the bag for the sacrifice and allow Pfister to advance. It's 1 out, and Pfister is in scoring position. Here's Del Greco. Mossi throws, 4-12, walked him. First and second, and 1 away for Jerry Lumpy. 4-9, left-handed, lines it to first. Caught by Cash, 2 away. And Norm Seaburn in a clutch situation. First and second, 2 away. Here's the pitch from Mossi, 6-9 left-handed, fly ball right. It's high and playable by K-line. He makes the catch and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk, the error. 2 left. We move to the bottom of the third. Now Pfister will face the pitcher Don Mossi for Detroit. Mossi, 2 WL. That's 111. Grounds it back to Pfister. He fields it and throws it to Seaburn, 1 away. Here's Jake Wood now. Pfister winds, and the pitch, 2-7, right-handed, grounder to second, and Lumpy throws it to Seaburn for the second out. Now here's Bill Bruton. .48 left-handed, walked him. So Bruton draws a base on balls with 2 outs, 1 to 15, 1 to 16, being held 1 to 14. Here's K-line. And the pitch, 3-4, right-handed, ballpark slash. It's 1 to 10. It's a liner to short, caught by Hauser. And the side is retired. So it's 3 scoreless innings here at Tiger Stadium. Rooting for Bruton. Don Mossi takes the mound now. Top of the 4th. Both pitchers, their first endurance would be the 7th. Here's Samoli. At the plate, 2-9, left-handed fly ball left field, Colavito under it, 1 away. Here's Ed Charles. 5-5, right-handed, grounds to short X. McAuliffe again, 352, 19-3, and he throws him out. Nice play by McAuliffe for the second out. And here's Gordy Windhorn, represented with a card from the card viewer. Gordy, left-handed hitter. Right-handed hitter. I'm so sorry. 4-7 right-handed, single 1 to 16, it goes through. So Windhorn is on. And here's Haywood Sullivan now. 1-6, left-handed, fly ball left. Colavito under it to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, the single by Windhorn. And he was left on base. We've got a pitcher's duel going. Here's Dan Pfister. Norm Cash leads it off. Cash popped to a line to second in the first inning. Here's the pitch, 4-10 left-handed, catcher X. Sullivan, 4-10. 12-4. That's going to be an E10 roll. E10-3. And it's a dribbler right in front of the plate, but he drops it. He couldn't get the handle, Sullivan. And that will be charged a 1-base error. First error for Kansas City. With Cash now on first. Nobody out. Rocky Colavito, the batter. 112, right-handed, hit well. Ballpark blast, but it's a 19, right-handed. Hit to left, deep, and caught by Windhorn. And Cash holds. 1 out, a long out. by Colavito. Here's Steve Burrows now. Again, cash on first. One away. 410 right-handed catcher X. Sullivan 410. That's 16-4. Pass ball, pop out. A pass ball by Sullivan. Cash in scoring position now for Dick McAuliffe. Clutch situation. 5-5, left-handed, grounds it to short X. Hauser 330. 10-3. That'll be an E30 roll. 7. And that's booted for an error. It's a one-base error. That will send cash to third. McAuliffe on first, 2 outs. And Dick Brown in a clutch situation. Pfister gets the sign. 2 errors this inning. The pitch to Brown. 4-6, right-handed. That's a double down the line. Cash scores its unearned. And McAuliffe goes to third. And the Tigers get out ahead 1-0. It's expectable when you make 2 errors in an inning. And Dick Brown got a hold of a good one and doubled down the left field line. So it's second and third with 2 outs. And Don Mossi is the hitter. Well, the Tigers are a better team than the Athletics. 4-8, so it's in the cards. That's a walk to load the bases. So Pfister having his own issues here, along with the 2 errors in the inning. And Jake Wood, another clutch situation. It's 1-0 Tigers on the unearned run this inning. Pfister trying to get out of this with 1 unearned run allowed. Here's the pitch to Wood. That's 1-8, and he taps it back to Pfister. He fields it and throws to Seaburn to retire the side. There was 1 run, an unearned run on 2 errors, a double, a walk, and 3 left on. Bases were left full. And after 4, it's Tigers 1, Athletics 0. Mossi takes the mound. Pfister to lead it off. 4-4, right-handed, grounder to third X. Burrows, 433. They got some bad fielders this year. 4-4, that's going to go through third base and down the line it's rolling for a double by Dan Pfister. You look at this Tiger team. Wood is a 4 at second. Burrows a 4 at third. McAuliffe, E52 at short. They've got some real gaps in the fielding this year. Pfister with the leadoff double. Here's Dick Hauser now. Mossi from the stretch. The pitch to Hauser, 6'4", right-handed, ballpark slash. He's a right-hander, 1-10, goes through. Pfister goes to third and holds. And the A's have first and third with nobody out. Tigers will play the infield back. That's a shitty stadium anyway, Rick. Arguably the worst stadium in baseball. I'm glad no one was hurt. I'm glad it was destroyed. I hope they tear it down. Sorry, folks, for the brief excursion into covert hostility. First and third infield back for Del Greco. Here's Don Mossi. And the pitch to Del Greco. 1-8, left-handed, pops it up to second for Jake Wood. He makes the catch. It's one away. I mean, am I right? That's a lousy stadium. They have all this craziness about what a home run is, if it hits the ceiling. You know, the rules of the field are just wacko. Oakland has the space, sure. Let them play in Oakland. Let them lease up. Where do the Tampa Bucks play? Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Where do they play? First and third, one out. Infield still back. Lumpy at the plate. I think Olympic Stadium is available. 4-12, left-handed, fly to center. That's going to be deep enough for Pfister to tag. Bruton makes the catch, and Pfister comes home. It's a tie ball game. That was 4-12 left-handed. It's 2 outs now. Hauser, we neglected. 1-19 being held with Mossi. 1-18, 1-16 if he gets the lead. 5-6, and Seaburn is the batter. Five and six, he does not get the lead. Here's Seaburn now. With Hauser on first, 2 down, 1 in already. Mossi throws 5-4 left-handed, fly ball to center. Bruton 2-8. 11-2, that's going to be an E8 roll. E8-3, whoa. And that is a 2-base error by Billy Bruton. So we're getting our share of errors today. Second error for the Tigers. Hauser went to third and held. Second and third, 2 outs. Gino Simoli, the batter. Now Mossi. The pitch 4-3, right-handed, fly ball right X. K-line 1-7. That's a 7-1. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. But a run for the Kansas City Athletics on a double down the left field line past, it went past Burrows. The single, and then the sacrifice fly by Lumpy. There was 2 left on with the 2-base error by Bruton. We're in the middle of the 5th. It's a 1-1 ball game. Here's Dan Pfister now. And Bill Bruton leads it off. .110 right-handed, grounds it to first. Seaburn takes it to the bag, 1 away. Here's Al Kaline. 6-11, right-handed, ballpark slash, 10, and it goes through. K-line with the one-out single. Being held 1-19. Here's Cash. Six, 7, left-handed, walked him. That'll be first and second with one out. Rocky Colavito, the batter. Pfister now from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Colavito. That's a 4-9, right-handed, fly ball center, dead center, and playable by Del Greco. It's 2 outs. And here's Steve Burrows. Pitch from Pfister, 6'10", right-handed, grounded to short. It's hard hit, but stopped by Hauser, and he throws to Seaburn, and the side is retired. No runs. 1 hit, a walk, and both left. We've gone 5, I'm sorry, and it's a 1-1 ball game. Here's Mossi now. Ed Charles leads it off for Kansas City. 1-6, left-handed, fly ball center for Bruton. 1 out. Now here's Gordy Windhorn. Right-handed hitter. 6-7, struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Don Mossi today. And the batter with 2 outs, nobody on, Haywood Sullivan. Pfister comes out on deck. That's 5-3, right-handed, fly ball left X. Colavito 2-3. That's a 7-2. He makes the catch, Colavito. And it's a 1-2-3 from Mossi. Middle of the 6th, still a 1-1 game. Here's Pfister now. Dick McAuliffe is the batter. Marlins would make sense since they're in Florida, but 4-12 left-handed, grounds it to second for Lumpy, 1 out. Now here's Dick Brown. 2-7, right-handed, fly ball center for Del Greco, 2 away. And here's Don Mossi. Two, 3, base hit Mossi. He's a 2 WL on his own card. Mossi does not have a running rating, specialized running rating. Mossi on first, 2 down, Jake Wood the batter. That's 3-7, single 1-14, it's a base hit. And Mossi goes to second. First and second with 2 outs, and Bruton the batter. Clutch situation. 4-8, left-handed, walked him. So the Tigers have loaded up the bases again. It's Bruton on first, Wood on second, Mossi on third, K-line at the plate, clutch situation. 2-5, right-handed hit deep by K-line, and it's a grand slam home run for Al K-line. And that will make it a 4-1 ball game. A grand slam home run, always special. Let's look at it again. It was 2-5, right-handed. There it is, clean as a baby's ass. A grand slammer by Al K-line. Boom. Bases loaded, home run. Oh, too bad for Dan Pfister. For K-line, that's his 4th home run of the year. And it was a whopper. A whopper of a blast. Woo! And that's going to be a 5-1 ball game. They'll let Pfister try to finish up this inning and hit for him in the 7th. Here's the pitch from Pfister to Cash now. That's 6-6 left-handed. Oh my, 1-1-2, and it's a fly to center. Del Greco catches up with it, and the side is retired. There were 4 runs on 3 hits, a walk, and the grand slam by Al K-line. And after 6, it's a 5-1 ball game. And Mossi comes out now with a comfortable lead, and there will be a hitter for Pfister here in the 7th. Pfister pitched 6. He's the loser now. He allowed 7 hits. He walked 2, 3, struck out 1, and allowed 5 runs. 4 of them were earned. Detroit won this game 1-0 in real world play. They didn't use any pinch hitters. I'm going to go with Manny Jimenez. Actually, no, not against the left-hander. I'll go with Alusic. Let me settle on who's going to come in to pitch. It's been a while for Diego. I'm going to bring Wickersham in. I think he's good to go, but we'll double check. Yeah, Wickersham is good. Wickersham, Wyatt, and Jones. Let me double check here. I'm just looking. I don't want to overuse people. If they've already got a lot of innings, you know, want to manage the team over the long haul. Gordon Jones might be a good pick, but he only had 33 innings. He has a 6 point. I thought Windhorn was carded, a 172 hitter. I'm going to put him in. I pulled him from the, that's an error of commission, pulled him from the deck there. Seven, 13, 14. I'll go with, I'm going to go with Wickersham. Wickersham +1. +2. And he comes in with a record of no record, 0-0. Now put Gordy in there. I knew there was something funny about that because he's carded. Okay, Georgia Lusick, a right-handed hitter, will pinch hit for Pfister. Okay, here's a Lusick now. Mossi into his windup. And the pitch to a Lusick. That's 5-11. Right-handed, grounds it to first X. Cash 3-11. That's 4-3. That's going to go through for a base hit. So a Lusick with the leadoff single. He's 1-12. Now Dick Hauser at the plate with a Lusick on first, no outs. A's down by 4 here in the top of the 7th. Pitch to Hauser, 3-9 left-handed, hit well by Dick. To left field, back to the wall goes Colavito, and he makes a one-handed catch at the warning track. It was a long out. It was a 3-9 left-handed home run, 1-10. It was a 13. Okay, Del Greco, 1 out, a Lusick on first. 2-7, struck him out. And here's Lumpy. 1-7, left-handed, grounds it to second. And Wood throws out Lumpy. And the side is retired. No runs, the leadoff single by a Lusick. And he was left on base. We're in the 7th inning stretch now. It's 5-1 Tigers. I think this might be a good time to take a break for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. We'll be back very, very shortly. Well, we're back. It is a 5-1 ball game, and Dave Wickersham is the new pitcher. Calavito will lead it off. Okay, Wickersham is set. Here's the pitch. 6-6, right-handed. Flies to center for Del Greco, 1 out. Now here's Steve Burrows. The pitch, 5-6, right-handed. That's a fly ball to right field. Playable by Samoli, 2 away. And Dick McAuliffe is the batter. 5-8, left-handed, flies to center. And Del Greco makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Wickersham. It's 5-1, we're heading to the 8th. Mossi has allowed 1 run in 7 innings. 6 hits, he's walked 1, struck out 2. Norm Seaburn leads it off. 5-11, left-handed, grounds it to first, X, cash. 3-11. 10-3, that's going to be an E11 roll. It's 8. And he takes it to the bag, 1 away. Now here's Gene Samoli. I'm going through these folks, and I don't even know many of these folks. I might have heard of Gino Samoli, but really decent hitter. Real world 275, 10 home runs. Samoli at the plate. Mossi throws 6-3, right-handed, ballpark blast, end power. And it is gone. A home run by Gino Samoli to make it a 5-2 ball game. Oh, you must be, if this was your team, Bart, you must be like us. Maybe in your 60s or so. Samoli hits a home run off Mossi. 6-3. Right-handed. Oh, was he? I did not know that. It was a ballpark blast, right-handed, 1-17. He's got the power, and it was a 5. We enter our home runs in real time. That's the first home run of the season for Samoli in our replay. Here's Ed Charles. Yeah, this team, for people who might be interested, they came in 9th place ahead of the Washington Senators. They were 72-90. I imagine they could have been worse, huh? Here's Ed Charles, but they were not good. But as bad as they were, they won 72 games out of 162. Okay, Charles with 1 out, nobody on. Here's Mossi now. This is Mossi's second endurance inning. Pitch to Charles, 5-5, right-handed, grounds it to short X. That's McAuliffe, 3-5-2. 8-3. And I just want to look at that again to make sure he's an E52. Look at that. E52, my goodness. That's going to be an E52 roll. And they don't even have a box for him. He's right here. It's an error no matter what. Just on a 2-roll, it's split. It's a 9. It's a 1-base error by McAuliffe. That is the 3rd error for Detroit. Well, you got Ed Charles, sure. So Charles is on. 1 to 19, 1 to 18, 1 to 16 being held. Here's Gordy Windhorn. 2-6, left-handed, grounds it back to Mossi. And that will be a double play, an inning-ending double play. There was 1 run, though, on the home run by Samoli. Middle of the 8th, 5-2 now. Wickersham takes the mound for his 2nd inning of relief. His first endurance would be the 4th inning of relief. Dick Brown leads it off, Mossi on deck. Here's the pitch, 6-4, right-handed, grounds it to 3rd X. Ed Charles, 319, 4-3, it goes through, base hit. You could smell it on the roll. So Brown is on, he's a 1 to 10 running. And here's Don Mossi, a D bunter. 2-9 struck him out. Now Jake Wood. 2-10 grounds it to 2nd, double play. The side is out. We're heading to the 9th. The A's are down by 3. Mossi with full endurance. It'll be Sullivan, a pinch hitter, and Dick Hauser. Haywood Sullivan leads it off. Mossi looking for his 2nd win of the season. He's 1-0. Here's Mossi now. Pitch to Sullivan, 3-8, left-handed, grounds it to 2nd. And it's fielded by Wood. He throws him out, 1 away. Let's see who's coming in to hit. Jose Tartable, no. Left-handed, I don't think so. John Wojcik, he's a left-handed hitter. God almighty. Well, we will go with Jose Tartable, even though he's a left-handed hitter. There's really nobody else worthy of it. I could put up a 220 hitter, a right-handed, but I don't think so. I think we'll have Tartable. I'm confident enough in myself to say that this is an okay move. So here's Mossi now, 1 out, nobody on. The wind-up, the pitch to Tartable. That's 2-6 left-handed, grounds it to 1st, Cash. Takes it to the bag, 2 away. And Mossi is 1 out away from the win. Dick Hauser is the batter. 1 for 3, a sacrifice bunt, singled, and was left on 3rd. Ah. 5-11, right-handed, grounds it to 1st X. That's for Cash, 3-11. That's a 2-3, and that'll go through for a base hit. 2nd time a ball went through, past him, So Hauser is on. He's being held. He's not going anywhere because we need lots of runs. We need 4 to be exact, 3 to be exact. It's 2 outs, Hauser on first. The pitch now to Del Greco. It's 4-4 right-handed, grounder to third X. Burrows 433, 18-4, and he throws him out and the ball game is over. The final here in Detroit is Detroit Tigers 5, Kansas City A's 2. The win goes to Mossi. He is 2-0. He pitched 9, allowed 8 hits. Oh, Bill, only for you, Bill. He walked 1, struck out 2, and allowed 2 runs. The loss goes to Pfister. He's now 0-1. Just give me a moment here. The final line, Tigers 5 runs, 8 hits. 3 errors, kind of a sloppy game. Kansas City 2 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. I'm going to put this one in the books. And I don't know, I would say, you could call K-Line a star of the game with a grand slam home run, or you could go with Don Mossi, who got the win. Mossi is now 2-0. You're going to go with Don. I figured you would. So Don Mossi gets the win. And he pitched good ball, no doubt about it. I want to say to everybody, thank you for being here. It was a sort of the game was a little bit on the bore. He just had an orgasm. Bill just had Okay, thank you to Bill Ivamy, Rick, Kathy Harden, and everybody else there. Baseball Demos was here. I want to thank everybody. Looking ahead at the schedule, my next game will be tomorrow morning. It'll be the St. Louis Cardinals with Larry Jackson 1-0 at the Houston Colt 45s. Hal Woodschick with a record of 0-1. I still have it, huh? And then my afternoon game will be the Cleveland Indians with Ron Taylor getting a start. Yes, the Ron Taylor of the Mets, 0-1 at the Los Angeles Angels. It'll be Dean Shantz starting for the Angels. I want to say stay strong to everybody. Stay well, and I'll catch you all next time. This has been a broadcast of the Strat-O-Matic Network. enter this in the books right now. In the spirit of transparency, I thought those of you who are still here can take a peek at me doing that. I first go into the standings and enter the wins and losses. For Detroit, this is game 110, by the way. Detroit gets the win. They're 6-3. They tie themselves with Baltimore for second place. Minnesota's in first. Kansas City with the loss, 5-9, tie themselves in the cellar with the Angels. It's still early on. They had won 4 in a row. Then we added up to reconcile 17, 27, 28, 32, 36, 41, 44, 49, 51, 52, 6, 9, 14, 18, 23, 30, 45, 52, 52 and 58, 110, and that's correct. And it's got to come out every time. Now we'll just take our sweet ass time and enter the individual stats. And then I'm going to go try to relax. It's 3 o'clock. Pfister got the loss. He's now 0-1. He had 1.1 innings. That gives him 7.14 innings, 4 earned runs. And Wickersham 2 with 0. RBIs for Kansas City would be Lumpy and Simoli. Okay, Hauser, 2-4. Del Greco, 0-4. Lumpy, 1-3. Seaburn, 0-4. Simoli, 1-4. Charles, 1-4. Windhorn, 1-4. Oh, was that his first game? Okay, I guess so. Windhorn 1-4. Sullivan 0-4. Alusic 1-1. Tartable 0-1. Okay, that takes care of Kansas City. Now we move to Detroit. Mossi with the win. 2-0. 15, 24, 12. Okay. K-Line 4 runs batted in. Gives him 11. And Brown had a run batted in. His 6th. Wood 2-5. Bruton 0-2. K-Line 2-4. Cash 0. Uh-oh. I gotta do a double check. That's why I saved them, in case I do something where I'm not sure. Yeah, Cash had 26. So 29 for Cash. Burrows 0-4. Colavito 0-4. McAuliffe 1-4. Brown 2-4. And that'll do it. Pfister. That's it. So I want to thank you all.